Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today today I had planned to film in my toddler's room. However, that room is a mess, A, and B, we'd been using a used dresser for her for the first year and a half, and we finally got a new one. It's from IKEA. It's actually really nice. I can insert a clip. I feel like at IKEA, some of the furniture is not as well made as others, you know, depending. This one was $199. We figure white is easy to match. She can grow into it for years and years and years, so we really liked the one we got. But that means we still have the old dresser in the room, and it's just like we need to get that moved out, and so it's just kind of a mess. But we are going to be talking about something very different for this area. We'll be talking about what my favorites are for a toddler, specifically 1-year-olds. She's 20 months now, which is insane. I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, I've created some notes. I've got it split into categories so I can be somewhat organized here for you all. I also feel like this video might be helpful for you if you are buying a gift for a toddler, or there's like a shower and you're maybe wanting to get them something they can use later on and not necessarily in the newborn first year stage. This video might be helpful. I will of course have links, prices, information down below if you're curious about any of the specific items I mentioned. All right, let's roll into it. As many people say, I feel like when you have your first baby, you just buy it all because you're excited, you want to know, you want to have the best things for your baby, and so if you can afford it, you buy a lot of what's out there. And you certainly learn that so much of it is unnecessary, or your kid just doesn't take to one thing versus the other. Let's start with toys, because while I want to be like, oh, toys don't really matter, no, because if you can hit the nail on the head with toys that your toddler likes, it's a big deal because they'll actually spend time playing with it, and that might mean you can get some dishes done or laundry done or whatever you want to get done. Cook dinner, I don't know, whatever you're doing. One of her absolute favorite toys is this My First Crayola little finger drawing pad. I got it at a store near me. They sell it everywhere. I've seen it in so many places, but you can turn it on and there can be music or there can be just light. They both have light. It's actually hard to see in this lighting because it's so bright, but the background actually lights up a different color. Seems to really like it. I think she likes that she can control the music as well. It's one of those things that it will keep her occupied for 10 minutes, and frankly, 10 minutes is a long time in the toddler world. You know what I mean? So I just think it's so neat. It took her a few times of like me playing with it with her for her to kind of get it, but I thought this is even something you could practice letters on when she gets a little bit older, etc. So very, very cool. Another toy she's recently gotten into, we had it for a long time out and she just didn't get it. Like it was just outside her zone of proximal development, if you will. So, okay. Nerd. These little really simple puzzles. So we have some more complicated ones she likes to just play with, although it's such a nightmare because then there's like 10 million pieces to pick up. But these, she's actually starting to figure out like, oh, like it matches and you put it on there. So she's been enjoying this. I think like 3 or 4 large pieces is more than enough. And of course she loves just talking about animals, you know? So Melissa and Doug makes I want to say a couple like this, but I think these are great for around this age. Like she can actually find that success with it, whereas the other ones are just a little bit too hard for her. I did not know these existed until very recently. These little Crayola crayons that are shaped like a little egg. So they're kind of like My First crayons, if you will. I think the next step up above these are like the triangle crayons that are easy to grasp, but these are like the easiest grasp. She doesn't quite get it like she likes when she likes to watch us use them, and she'll grab it and kind of do it a little bit. I don't think the connection is there yet for her, but I wanted to mention them anyway, even though she doesn't. She likes just playing with these. I'm like, well, maybe it's good right now she plays with it and doesn't get that she can make marks everywhere, because otherwise she would be. But I just think these are really neat and worth sharing about. I didn't know these were a thing, but for some reason, they make me think of my childhood. So we discovered this like 6 or 7 months ago, these little magnetic tin play sets. So there's like usually a scene. We have some random Christmas magnets in there she loves, but there's usually a scene when you open it and it comes with little magnets. And this one was Mickey and Minnie, so it had Mickey, Minnie, etc. And she loved it. She's literally lost all of the magnets. They're like in different toy boxes all over the house, I'm sure. But she loves these. I was just on Amazon today looking up a lot of these things to make sure they're available still. This is still available, and I think it's around 10 bucks, but they also have other ones, not Mickey, but like I think I saw a dinosaur one, a construction one, Disney princess one. So I'm definitely going to buy her another one maybe for our next trip. These are great travel ones. We have traveled with her a lot. We've traveled to Europe, Disney, She's flown a ton. I have done a video on taking her to Disney and like flying with a 1-year-old and what that's like. I can link above in the little eye and down below if you're interested. But I would love to do like our toddler travel favorites, like what you actually need when you're traveling, because I feel like I've gained a lot of knowledge from the experience of it and mistakes I've made and stuff. So I'll definitely share that with you guys sometime soon. So I can only find one right now, but Amazon sells these little packs of bracelets that have glitter in them. Genevieve loves these. And we discovered it when my mother-in-law was watching her and she had some kind of similar little bracelets. And Gigi would put them on and they're way too big on her wrist. And she would just walk around like this. She loved having them on her wrist. So we bought some for her for Christmas and she just loves them. She will put all of them on. She walks around, she takes them off, puts them back on. This soaks up a lot of time. Very surprising. Another toy, my husband actually was at IKEA getting a replacement part for something we'd bought. And he saw these and he bought them. He was like, you know, we could use them for her, but honestly, right now, we didn't really need them. He was like, she can just play with them. So he said they were really cheap, like a couple bucks. And they're just these plastic cups and she just loves to stack them. You can count with them. And then they're in her little play kitchen as well. So when she's not using them, there's still a place to put them and keep them together. But she loves them. She loves them. Stickers. Might sound obvious, but I have like a little baggie. Oh, there's some more of the bracelets. I knew I had more. But we have a bunch of like stickers in here, but we'll buy like little packs of stickers from the Dollar Tree. She loves them. She right now, sometimes she'll stick them on her shirt, her arms, her legs. Other times she'll stick them on other things that we have to peel off later. But she also loves to just stack them in a little sticky pile and walk around with it. So stickers are one of those things that really are pretty darn inexpensive, even if they're, I mean, wasting them. All stickers are a waste if you think about it. But she just loves them so much. So that's something worth mentioning. So a surprise favorite was something I think we got as a baby shower gift. And they were these Scholastic flashcards. We have 2 different packs. This one's like the ABCs. The other one's first words. And so we'll go through them and do the letter sounds because we figure why not? I mean, just kind of get those swimming around in her brain. And then talk about what's on the other side and stuff. So she's also learning words. She loves them. She loves that interaction with us because obviously we can't be next to her at all times playing with her. But when we can, she loves it. And then when we're not right next to her, she likes stacking them and just looking at the pictures. It's just one of those things that she's at such a good age for this. Okay, let's move into books. So that her favorite books at this stage. I'm gonna be specific and generic because some of these, it's like this style of book she likes and then other ones, they're just specific ones she loves. So ever since she was young, she loved any of the like baby touch and feels. There are so many. This was actually a gift to her from the little Santa party she went to this year where she can just feel the different things. There's usually like glittery, sparkly parts and just furry parts. It's just one of those interactions that even younger babies can have, but she still loves as a toddler. And we have quite a few of those baby touch and feels. This little chunky flat book we've traveled with a lot and she really likes it. And it's smaller, so it's easy to throw in like a diaper bag if you're gonna be in a restaurant. But she really likes these because they're little flaps for her to expose whatever the picture is. She has also, since she was younger and now, loved these little books with the little pop out little guy. There's so many of these. We have maybe 2 or 3 of them. We certainly don't need any more, but she loves them. And usually like this one's set to a song, so that's always fun. I think her favorite kinds of books truly though are ones that play music. As annoying as they can be for us as parents, it's just one of those things that she loves, that I think she likes being like her own little DJ, and so she can be in control when music is playing. Whereas, you know, if we're gonna be playing music for her to like listen to while she's in her room, we are in control of that. You know what I mean? So I think she just likes that control factor. And of course she just likes music. So there's a lot of like Disney ones like this. We have maybe 2 of those. So speaking of the flap ones, we have quite a few she's loved over the years. Any of these Karen Katz Lift the Flap books, these were her probably one of her favorites the entire first year because they were bigger flaps. They were easier for her to lift up. They were baby focused. But my brother and sister-in-law got her this for Christmas. And it's a little flap book with felt flaps, which is nice because we had this little baby signs book and we did do a little bit of sign language with her and she ripped off all the arms, which was quite a funny sight if you saw the vlog where all of the arms are just like laying these paper arms in a pile on the floor outside her crib. Another one that she got that was a gift to her is this one, and I want to get more for her, these Touch and Explore ones, and this one's the Ocean. She loves these books. There's flaps, there's different textures, it's just a lot, and I feel like at this age, it's really a good one for her, so I do plan on getting her more of those. All right, let's talk about some like diaper bag on the go things that, oh my gosh, have made our lives so much easier. So first up, snack cups. We have tried 3 different kinds. This is the best one. A lot of them, she can't fit her little hand in. Like, she can fit it, but the flaps are extra firm, and so it was just hard for her to actually grasp something in there and pull it out. This, I think it's the brand Munchkin, but I feel like they redesigned it because I'm pretty sure the other ones we liked were also Munchkin, but this is a different design, and it's just a little bit easier to get in and out of, and she loves it. We got it only a few weeks ago, and it is like so much better, and then she can kind of walk around and snack on Puffs or Cheerios or whatever, and she's content. So we're definitely gonna buy another one of these, but it's just my personal favorite. And it took her a long time to understand how a straw worked. Like, I would see babies at like 8 months using a straw. I'm like, what? It literally, I think, was 2 months ago. So she was probably 18 months when she finally got the hang of straws. So we're slowly transitioning her away from sippy cups now that she can use them. This one is so nice. It's the Thermos brand. They're around $10-ish online. We got this one on Amazon. But it's great because it really, really snaps shut, but it keeps whatever's in there cold. And it's just great. She can open it and close it herself. It fits in cup holders. It's nice to throw in the diaper bag or a lunchbox if they go to daycare or whatever. It's really, really nice. I see a lot of people using these. I feel like they're pretty popular. I get in this really weird mindset when I do videos that are outside my norm, where I'm like assuming everyone watching me has never watched me before. I can't explain this, and I'm gonna try to. I assume that so many people watching this video have never watched a video of mine before, and so I feel like I'm not quite myself, and I've got to shake that because I know a lot of you guys do watch me, so it's not, I don't know. I just feel weird. Okay, so this is a generic recommendation, if you will. So the diaper bag we're using now is from Fawn Design. It was pricey, but you know what? It's my favorite one we've owned. It's just got enough room. We travel with it a lot. The set we got came with this diaper bag. I mean, like literally a bag just for the diapers and wipes. I love it because no matter where we are, it's so nice. Like if Tyler, my husband's gonna change her diaper, he can just pull this out instead of bringing the entire diaper bag up from the table that we're eating at or whatever. I always keep just diapers in it, so a little mat if you use one of those. And then like I've just got like this reusable wipe carrier so I can just refill it with wipes. And then I usually have just like Boudreaux's butt paste, like a diaper cream in there. That's our favorite. We've used it. It's the best. There are 10 million versions of this kind of thing. I like that it has like a little wristlet to it. You don't have to get it from a brand that sells baby stuff. You can find these kinds of products everywhere online, you know what I mean? So it's almost like a makeup bag size, so maybe even if you had a larger makeup bag you're not using, you could use it for that, and I just think it's so convenient. So before we get into like clothes and stuff, let's talk about like some food and snacks she really likes. These are fantastic. They're from the brand Yo-Yo Bear, I think, but they're these real fruit little rolls, and so I'll usually peel it so it's long and she can kind of carry it around and take bites of it. It comes with a little card inside with like some interesting facts, a picture of like an animal or whatever. It's just kind of cute. It's a really clean snack. It just has apples, pears, strawberries, and black carrot extract. Kind of an alternative to like fruit snacks. We use fruit snacks with her too, but it's nice to kind of switch it up with this. She really, really likes them. She also loves these yogis. There's also the creamies that has a little bit more vegetable in them. We kind of trade off between those every week, but she could kill an entire bag of these, so I have to be like, no, you can. Another thing I don't have currently, it's on my grocery list to buy this week, is these are a new discovery, the Made Good, like Rice Krispie treat kind of things. That's not what they're called, but they have like a full serving of vegetables in them. I like them. Like I was eating half of that box, I will admit firsthand. They're so tasty. I got like the vanilla flavor, and that tastes the most like regular Rice Krispie treats. Then they have like strawberry flavored, and I want to say 1 or 2 other flavors. They're kind of a cleaner snack. I don't feel as guilty giving that to her, but she loves them. So it's just one of those things that I had to mention. I've never heard anyone talk about, but they're delicious, not just for her, but if you like those kinds of things too, you will love them. Those were kind of the main snacks that stood out. There are a million, I mean, there's granola bars she likes. She loves like cottage cheese, hummus and naan bread, oyster crackers, like tons of other things. But those were kind of the ones that are specific snacks you can buy that I highly recommend that she loves. So a couple of like bed and bath items I wanted to mention. She did recently, a few months ago, start using a pillow. She kind of gets it. So the one we bought was on Amazon. It was around $20. It's the perfect size. Toddler pillows are a dime a dozen, but some are better than others. Toddlers. So it's a pillow I recommend. I think it's great. I also bought pillowcases that fitted on Amazon. It was like a 2-pack and they're cute, so I can link those below. They're working out great. It washes well. The pillow itself can be machine washed, which is huge because if she gets sick or has an accident or whatever, you can wash everything. Another shout out to the saline spray that beats them all. I used to have the saline spray that you squeeze and it just didn't have the force behind it I felt like I needed for her. Once I ran out of that, I got this Little Remedies one. Amazing. Genevieve doesn't mind it. She'll sit there and like let me do it, which is insane, whereas the other one freaked her out for whatever reason. This stuff is amazing, totally changed the game, has helped so much with colds that she gets, so I highly recommend that particular brand. And then a newer thing we're trying with her, we don't condition her hair yet. It's just so fine and thin, and you know, we wash it every other day anyway, and so I don't know, I just haven't taken the plunge to start conditioning her hair. I just wash it with baby shampoo. Well, I figured, well, I could try this conditioning spray I saw at the grocery store the other day. It's just Johnson's brand, Shiny and Soft Conditioning Spray. I think they had 2 different kinds. Again, I usually will hold my hand over there, but she doesn't mind the spray. It's a really light mist, and then we'll brush her hair. But the way I've loved using it even more than that is, it smells so nice, is if she wakes up with crazy bedhead, I'll just kind of get her hair wet with this and brush it out, and it takes care of it, which is so nice. So another thing I don't have with me because it's connected to her crib right now, but I will insert a clip. It's this Baby Einstein's Music and Light little box. You connect it to your crib. The way it's connected, there's no chance of it falling down on them if they stand up and pull on it and stuff. I learned about it from my best friend, Emily. Her son has one of them, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's genius, because there's this little star in the corner that the toddler can push and it will start the lights and music or whatever you have it set to. And it'll last, I don't know exactly how long, let's say 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then it'll go off, and if they want it back on. Genevieve loves it, and it kind of soothes her when she's upset or she wants to be able to see in the dark. She'll turn it on, and then eventually she falls asleep. I was kind of worried it would be more of a distraction. Not really. And in the morning when she wakes up, it kind of keeps her busy for a little bit so I can get just a little bit more done before I go get her out of the crib and stuff. And so I just feel like all around it has been an awesome product. We have used it for over a year now. And I do recommend, I felt like we were going through batteries a lot with that, and they were like C batteries. So we did invest in rechargeable C batteries and then bought a C battery recharger so we can just keep using it. And then we just felt like it was a little bit less waste. Another quick mention is the booster seat. So about, I want to say 2 months ago, we switched her from a high chair to a booster seat. I love this one. The one we got was maybe around 30, 40 bucks. There were some that were way more expensive, and it works great. It is so easy to clean. Nothing gets trapped in little corners because you can take the entire top off. Although typically I don't need to. I can just wipe it down with a wet washcloth. And she doesn't mind it. She seems to be comfortable in it. It's snug on the chair where you clip it in. And then we also bought a chair cover. Our chairs, we got a new kitchen table and chairs recently, and so we wanted to protect the chair underneath it, and it's, you know, like a soft fabric. So we bought this chair cover I love, and it has been so great. We've machine washed it and everything came out because she'll get berries on it. So I feel like it's doing a good job protecting the chair, but also it is very, very washable, which is nice. All right, we're getting there. Let's talk about clothes. I only have a few to mention here. I want to start with shoes. So I was noticing I would get shoes for her just at a regular store. They'd be like 10 bucks. And, you know, they outgrow them fast. They do. But I noticed she only started walking, you know, months ago. And so it's still so new to her. And I was watching the way she was walking, and I was like, I just feel like she's unstable in the shoes I was getting her. So I finally was like, you know what? I did a bunch of research online. I was like, I'm going to invest, at least for the 3 or 4 months they'll fit her, in some Stride Right, really nice shoes. These puppies were expensive. Some of them go for like $40. Now I found like an online coupon for % off and got free shipping, and then I used eBay. So they ended up getting knocked down to maybe like $28. Still a lot on shoes that they're gonna outgrow, but she walks so confidently in these, and I feel like she's walking straighter and her legs are stronger. So I'm like, now I'm gonna have to always get these at least for this first year of walking, because I just feel like it's made such a difference. We traveled with her. She wore these through Disney. They were great. They're snug. They're just a quick little zipper. So I will find the exact link to these. They're fantastic. And I got the kind of gold color because I felt like they would just match pretty much anything. Another kind of clothing favorite are these bow headbands. I got a pack of like, I don't know, 15 colors or something on Amazon for pretty cheap, and they're the only ones. I used to have the stretchy kind that go all the way around. She's just outgrown those. They fly off her head and they don't look right with her hair length because it's so short still. But these are so great. They actually stay on her head. They're not super tight. She doesn't typically take it off, you know? And so these have just been such a lifesaver for that. Lifesaver, I'm being awfully dramatic. But they're just so great. And there's so many different colors. So that's what we've got. We've gotten rid of most of the stretchy ones just because, again, they're just not useful for us anymore. Bathing suit wise, you know, if we travel and we're staying in a hotel that has a pool, we'll go get in the pool with her and stuff. We have ruffle butts, and I love those, but those are pricey. They're like around $30, but I love that they've got the sun protection in the fabric as well. Again, they outgrow them. So we've had ruffle butts in the last size, like 12 to 18. Her 18-month bathing suit, though, we just got one from Carter's, and they're very, very similar to the ruffle butts, but they are 50% of the price. These are around $15, whereas the ruffle butts are around $30. And so it's the Simple Joys by Carter's. This is an 18-month style. So we got her this little set, 16 bucks on Amazon. Love it. It performs just the same, in my opinion, as the ruffle butts. And I think it said it has the same like UPF protection as well. I think the next size we have for her, though, is a ruffle butts that like my sister got her as a gift or something. So I'm going to mention these, but one of them you can't really get. I was trying to find them in the size, but these little Carter's fleece pants. It's cold where we live. Right now when I'm filming this, it's winter. It's February. And so these have been so nice for her to just be playing around in. They're kind of like play pants, but they're also warm and cozy and easy to crawl and play and run in. It was like a pack of 4 for like, I want to say 15 bucks or maybe even like 10. A really good deal, but now on Amazon where I got them, I can't find the toddler sizes. They only have like the baby sizes. So figure is worth mentioning. Maybe at a store near you, you might see them, but they're fantastic. She's kind of outgrown onesies, you know what I mean? She was kind of a smaller baby. She still is on the smaller side of things. So she's able to fit into things that a lot of 1.5-year-olds maybe wouldn't be able to anymore, but she's just now getting out of onesies. They're just too small for her. And so she's been wearing these little long sleeve cotton tees. I have gotten quite a few from Old Navy for really cheap, and then Target usually sells them. Their Cat and Jack line, I love. This is kind of her uniform. Like every day she's wearing a long sleeve cotton tee and some kind of cozy pants because again, she's inside wherever she is playing, and then I'll dress her up in maybe a cute dress and tights or whatever if we're going out for some reason, but otherwise that's her uniform, and she's just so cozy and she can play and it gets dirty and I'm not too worried about it staining or anything because they were inexpensive, and again, she's gonna outgrow them in 2 seconds anyway. Another thing I wanted to mention are these mittens I got on Amazon. I don't have them now and she's napping in her room and I'm not gonna wake her up. But they're these little mittens. There's no finger holes or anything, but you put it over all 5 fingers and then you can tighten it with a little Velcro. They were pricey. They were $16 for a 2-pack. I think that's a ridiculous price. But I had had enough. I had tried so many different things. And again, we have real winters where I live typically. And so I was like, we need to make sure she's got her hands covered. And so she loves them. We put them on her and she doesn't try to remove them. I think it's kind of fun for her. She feels like a robot. I don't know. But they actually stay on is the key, because a lot of the other ones didn't stay on, or you're dealing with fingers and they're so wiggly, and toddlers at her age don't get it, so it was just too much work. So they have been amazing. I thought I would at least mention it here. So last up, I figured I would mention shows that I think are really good. So her favorite show is Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood. My gosh, she loves that show. That's like a show for her that, like, if she is upset about something, if we put it on, she instantly calms down. She's got a little Daniel Tiger plush we got her on Amazon she loves. And it's just one of those shows for her. I think it's a great show. I love that it's based on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, like that world he created. But on top of that, it is, you know, it's kind of educational when it comes to emotions and that kind of state that, you know, really it's probably geared more towards 3, 4, 5-year-olds. But I figure she loves it. There's no harm in it. And there's music and singing, which she loves too. One that I do think is great is Word Party. I will say it's annoying as a parent to listen to. Daniel Tiger, I don't mind so much because the songs, they get stuck in your head, but they're like good. Word Party can be a little bit annoying, but I love that like the kid watching it is supposed to be the big kid teaching these babies what words are. So, I mean, it's a cute idea. It's a bright show. She loves it. She doesn't watch it like every single day. And again, really with TV, we've kind of narrowed it down to no more than like an hour per day. Typically it'd be like 2 shows separated. So maybe 1 in the evening when we're cooking dinner and 1 during the day. So really, in the end, it's probably more like 40 minutes, but it doesn't matter. But that's kind of hitting the nail on the head, where we don't want her to just be like zoned out watching TV. And I think the best practice, if you will, is that you're supposed to be sitting next to them and telling them what they're seeing. Well, I wish life were perfect like that, but that's not always how it works, obviously. So it's always nice when the show is actually like geared towards them. Another one she loves is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. She just loves Mickey Mouse. We've been to Disney. Like, that's just something we love too. And again, there's songs and they talk about colors and shapes and things like that. So I want to know from you guys, what is one show you feel like is so great for 1 and 2 year olds? Because I'm always interested in finding out like what else is out there. She's watched a little bit of Baby Einstein that she likes with the music, and I think that's pretty cool. But what else is out there that you feel like is like actually educational and really actually geared towards like 1 and 2 year olds? Because I feel like that's a little bit harder to find, whereas preschool age is, there are a lot of shows for that. So let me know below. I also want to know, what are your toddler favorites? What are things you swear by that you think work or just really amazing or educational or whatever with your toddler? I want to know. I need answers. But I also hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I really hope you'll subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. I also hope you'll come say hi to me on social media. It is @It's Jessica Braun everywhere. And other than that, I'll see you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.